Hey there, today I'm going to talk about chaga mushroom and how it can benefit you, your immune system in particular. Now I learned about chaga mushroom when I was reading about birch bark, oil, and extract. It has very strong antiviral properties, birch, speaking of birch, but it also has a lot of compounds that your body can respond to as allergens. So it's not something that you can really take all the time. Maybe it's something that you could take if you were in a bad circumstance and didn't have any other options at hand. Birch could perhaps help you reduce viral load. But what interests me about the chaga mushroom is that it grows exclusively on the birch tree. And essentially what it does in the process of growing is it absorbs the compounds that really benefit your immune system and leaves out those compounds that your body can respond to as allergens. So it's a great way to boost your immune system. It's something that you can take on a regular basis, or that most people can take on a regular basis. I do advise everyone to pay very close attention to how their body responds to anything they take, chaga mushroom included. A little bit of a disclaimer, I'm not a physician, so I do recommend that you talk with your allopathic physician who loves to prescribe to you any number of synthetics and encourages you to pump them into your body to make sure that you don't have any drug interactions or anything like that, or any other number of reasons. Do consult with your physician first. There's just a lot of pathogens today that seem to make it into the news. There's one quite famous virus at the moment, it being February 2020. Coronavirus has gotten a lot of people quite concerned, and perhaps their concern is justifiable. So anything that you can do to boost your immune system is, I think, worth paying attention to. And by the way, sorry if I'm squinting a lot. I've got the sun beaming down on me quite a bit right now, and there's really nowhere else I can do this at the moment. Now this is the product that I ordered. I ordered it from Amazon. It's called Alaska Chaga. Now, I didn't go track down the supply chain to make an evidence-based conclusion that this is indeed Alaskan Chaga, but this product's got a lot of good reviews, and I'll trust them. So here we have it. It's got the texture of, say, like a soft wood or maybe really dry cork. It's fairly lightweight. Doesn't really have much of a smell to it. It smells kind of like wood. It's hard enough that you can't really break it apart by hand. You need to cleave it with something. And for that, I've got my little K-bar Bowie here. Great knife, by the way. I've split quite a bit of wood with it. It's maintained its blade fairly well. The edge is still good. I've never had to sharpen it yet. Let me pan down so you can kind of get a sense of what it's like to chop this chaga. It's fairly brittle, so I don't want to do this too hard. See if I can get it as stable as possible. There we go. So I'll just start over here on this side. Yeah, as you can tell, it'd probably fly all over the place if I whacked it really hard, so. Turn it this way. Oh, see, there I go. I guess I'll have to go collect that. Alright. And the next step is just bringing this in and turning it into tea. So here we are, guys, in the kitchen, ready to prepare our chaga tea. Now there's one thing that I forgot to mention, and that has to do with this black crust that's on the outside of the chaga. That's the area of the fruiting body that's said to contain the highest concentration of the compounds that we're looking for. So when you're making tea, always make sure to include some pieces that have a decent amount of that black crust. I'm going to go ahead and pan down. Alright, here we go. So I've just got a standard crock pot here, and that has a low setting available. I'm going to go ahead and just pour 2 cups of water into my crock pot. Non-chlorinated or dechlorinated water are preferred. I've got my water from a nice gravity filter that we have. Alright, and as I mentioned earlier, I'm just going to make a light concentrate of this. I don't want anything really strong, because my body is still adapting to chaga. So, and I suggest everyone take that approach. You want to make sure to give your body time to respond before you start taking too much of it. I think that's good. I have 5 little pieces in there, and I think I'll add a little bit more water to make sure that it's not too strong for me. Add an extra cup. And I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 5 chunks. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my lid on, and I will go ahead and clamp it down, since this is going to be at low temperature. Turn it on, set it to low 10 hours, and that should be fine. Alright, that's pretty much it. After that period of time, I should have some chaga tea ready to drink. And I believe it lasts up to 7 days. So if you make a larger batch, that should be fine.